title, and obviously Phil's already streaming, so we're gonna be in the practice lobby. We're gonna try and get warmed up to a degree, of course. You know, we probably won't get fully warmed up, but I'd like to get at least slightly warmed up. We have about 45 minutes until the first race actually starts, so it's more than enough time to get warmed up. Slight tap of the wall, nothing to be concerned about. What a lap. Absolute beauty. Thank you, QC. Thanks for stopping, mate. I appreciate it. Frumpy, welcome, mate. Thanks for stopping. Wow, we binned it. That was a 204. It's unfortunate. It really is. Try and fix that. Alright, audio. No, I think audio should be good. Alright, we have clean air for miles, so we should be able to get a lot of fast laps in here. I think that's an outlap. Alright, Kevin's gonna go at 2:05.4. We're gonna see how low we can push. We might be able to get into the 203s. Oh, we might be able to get another lap in. I gotta make sure I get practice at Daytona, cause I didn't get practice in Reds lobbies last night, and I don't think I've driven the M6 there, so I really do need some practice, cause that might be a big weakness for me. Actually, wait, am I make sure I'm on? Yeah, I am. Alright, let's get in. For Daytona, I don't know the track too well, so I think as long as we can have top 5 pace in Daytona, I think we'll be looking really good for the official races here. Alright, well, that's not good. We overshot the bus stop first go around. Penalties at this track, they slow you down a lot, so obviously you don't try to avoid penalties as much as you can at other tracks, but this is a track where if you get a penalty, you can lose, I'd say, 1.5 seconds. If you do that lap 1 when everyone's close, you could go from, say, 3rd to 7th or something, and that's really not where you want to be. I'm gonna hope Phil can show me the way around here. Very loose on the exit. I don't even think I cut the track actually, so I don't know where I got that. Not too sure if Phil let me by. Sebastian, welcome in, mate. Thanks for stopping. How are you doing today? No worries, mate. Interesting, I swear I just heard, so it sounded like someone crashed. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. See, now I'm a little confused because I'm not even, I mean, am I doing that on the exit or one of the entry turns? Because I'm not cutting the track. At least not in my mind, I'm not. Luckily, we still have a... Alright, thank you, mate. Is that Super behind me? Or if we get a penalty there, I'm gonna be so confused. Phil, thanks for stopping, mate. Phil, shouldn't you be practicing right now? You're also streaming yourself, so go do your own stuff, Phil. Lums, thanks for stopping in, mate. How are you doing today? I appreciate it. You've been streaming a lot, so I'm not surprised. a second down now. Yeah, like that's crazy. I have to see how it plays out. I might have like 8 hours worth of streaming today. There's a chance I do something after these league races. I'll move up into third. I don't know what I'd do, but there's a chance we stream for another like 2 hours or so in the afternoon. Oh no, yeah, no, I have enough fuel for another lap. Tires are too short, we're not gonna get a lap in. Redeemed is in the lobby? Oh, so sad. But we get Fuji practice. At least that's what I'm assuming we're going to. See ya. Is Red live? No, not yet. I was feeling pretty good on this whenever I did it last night, so let's go for a, I don't even know, is it low 40s? Is that what you want? High 39s at Fuji? I don't know what I'm looking for, but we'll go top 3 pace. Or get the tires warmed up. Not really wanting to go in the grass. We're getting into an actual race? I didn't know that. Something tells me Super didn't mean to do that. I don't know. Oh, it's only 3 laps, never mind. So BMW isn't great off the line, I don't think. I think I braked a little early. I think I might have caught Plankton off guard there. It's pulling away from me. Never mind, now we're in the slip. I had a little contact. I don't think it threw him off. There we go, we have a run on him. Crazy. We should be able to get this overtake final turn. Never mind, I don't think we will. GG's. I want to go talk to Phil. I gotta get his word on that one. Guys, we gotta reach that hi to everybody, I think. Should be everybody. Oh, let's extreme. Let's get racing. We're already streaming. Oh no, we're losing Phil. I do wonder, I did it when I was racing Phil. I wonder if exiting in first out of T1 is actually better than exiting in second. We're already up on current fastest lap. Alright, we got 2 purple sectors, so I'm gonna just hope that we get the full purple lap. Oh, we very much get it. We're gonna get a mid 140. Probably wasn't gonna be a purple lap anyway because we did get that wheel spin, so no point in saving it. Do I have him? I thought I did. Red left the lobby. Alright, we have like 2 minutes, so we're just gonna back out. We're just gonna wait for the official lobby to open up. Ah, Nielsen's live. Drop a like for him. Super welcome, inmate. Thanks for stopping.
Ready up.
Oh, yeah, I can just go to the back.
As soon as redeemed is in, we'll start.
Alright. My bad. Are we just doing the sprint, or are you gonna change the room settings? Oh, okay. Shoot. Ooh. 40.7, that's fast enough. Interesting. Let's see. Why is it? I have to reload it. You know why it doesn't want to work. There it is. Gym's lobby. Let's get some laps in. We're looking for mid to low 140s. Ooh. Right. Let's get it. Couldn't be more excited, you know? This is gonna be a lot of fun. we messed up the final turn. So we should still be able to get like a low 141 this lap. We're gonna probably lose, 4 to 5 miles an hour each time. Or, down the straight because of that bad exit. We might not actually be able to get into the 140s. Track seems, not wet, slightly damp, and sun isn't out. Track temps are probably pretty low. Where does this put us? Alright, we just scraped under. We really just scraped into the 140s. We're gonna need a good qualifying here. I'm gonna try and go out first. Let's see. Alright, plan did not work out too well. Thank you, Lums. No worries, mate. Take care. We have 4 minutes to qualify. Alright, Dana's gonna let us by. We have a pretty long distance to me and Plankton, and I shouldn't be fast enough to the point where I'll catch him, so this should be going pretty good. just need 2 good laps. Alright, this lap felt pretty good. I'll probably be looking at maybe like a 141.2. Never mind, that was actually a lot faster than I would have thought of. 40.6. We're gonna get provisional pole. We're not going to get a fastest lap. We got wheel spin there. We lost so much grip. I think if we want to go any faster, we need like a perfect final turn. Throttle early? Nah, we're not going to get it. It's okay though. 40.6 is honestly perfect for me. Let's see. Wow, Plankton 500th slower than me. We're still on provisional pole here. Hold up, I need to go to people. All right. So yeah, so it does actually seem like alright, Too Bad goes third. That's everybody. Ah, we just secured pole position with a 40.6. Very happy with that, obviously. And, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was a good, that was good. It's very good. So we have a lot of people in the 140s now. I managed to be the lowest. Yeah, checking this out. We have about 5/10 between me and Plankton. Alright, we have 5/10 between me and Plankton. About, about, I don't know, 1 1/4 tenths from Plankton to Too Bad 22. Too Bad 22 and Dano are just about 100th away. Super close between them. Nielsen's going to be another about 500th behind Dano. And that's what the top 5 is looking like. So, the top 6 is separated by about 1/4 second. So, we should be expecting some very, very close racing here. It might be a little scary starting on pole here, but yeah, I'm sure this will be a really good race. Oh, what happened to Phil? Phil's starting from the back of the pack. You hate to see it. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try to get, because we're starting on pole, so we're gonna go for the first stint on softs, try and break the gap. Because obviously, because I have perfectly clean air in front of me, the more dirty air you race through, the worse the tire wear is. So if we can just stay in front and degrade anyone behind me, if we can just degrade their tires, that should give us pretty good advantage. And I think it's end of lap 7 pit, end of lap 8 pit is what we're looking at. So it's looking like your front left tire is going to be getting the most wear out of everything. So we're going to see how that will progress throughout the race. Fuel wear is, let's see, where is it? Fuel wear is 6x. I wasn't really looking at it, so hopefully the fuel will actually be lasting to the end of my first stint. We'll see though. It is looking like this is a pretty Ferrari dominant race. 4 out of the top 6 are all in Ferraris. Then you have the Viper and my M6. Pretty interesting. Actually, unless there's a Ferrari at the very back, I think it's actually every Ferrari's in the top 6. I didn't look. I couldn't look fast enough, but I actually do think I can check now. Yeah, every single Ferrari in this race is going to be top 6. So that's kind of interesting to see. Well, I don't know who was that got a bad start. We didn't get a great one either. I'm sure we can make it back though. Especially because a lot of people ended up overshooting T1. I'm assuming Nielsen's on medium tires. So I was able to take that long right-hander a lot better than he was. That might just be a weakness from the Ferrari there. Or the driver, because that's, in my opinion, that's probably the hardest turn on this whole track. Oh wow. Wow, and Nielsen doesn't get a penalty. I mean, we followed his line actually, and we got the penalty and he didn't. So it's very interesting. I don't know, maybe my car is just a little wide, or He's gonna outbrake himself. We'll be able to get the switcheroo, if that's what you want to call it. The switchback overtake is done. Obviously, with my penalty, we won't be holding this big of a gap for too long. Maybe we will, because we'll probably end up losing about 1 to 1.2 seconds. I'd say probably about 1.2 seconds max from the penalty. So if I can hold the 2-second lead, I think we'll be able to actually retain pole position. Alright, we're losing a lot of time pretty quickly. We do retain pole position now. We didn't get on the brakes hard enough. It's a big driver error. So I can only judge off one thing, and I'm just gonna. I have to assume everybody is on medium tires, but it would make sense why I am able to pull away. We'll see whether or not they're bump draft. I believe they are bump drafting. They're not gonna go for any. Yeah, they're bump drafting. So we're gonna. Oh, never mind. They're actually gonna go for the overtake. Obviously, that's. I'm really gonna like that move. It'll buy me some time while they're fighting. Actually, I believe Chem may just be a little faster. So that's actually just. Chem is just going to be able to attack my lead a little more. We're going to need a little bit better of an exit there. Yeah, Chem is a 40.5, so he's on soft tires, that's guaranteed. See if we can go faster on this lap. We do. Unless he takes it back, he doesn't. So we're gonna get a 40.3 fast lap, and we're gonna hold it. Alright, Jim is going to move up into third. So that will confirm what I was thinking. Nielsen is going to be on medium tires, I'm assuming, because he was part of the very close top 5. And now it seems like everyone's just able to overtake him, so. Now, as I figured, front left is going to be taking the most wear out of all the tires. We should still be able to probably manage it to lap 8. And then we'll just refuel when we get the tire change, and that should be just about all she wrote. And then we just have to bring the car home, and yeah, we should be able to get either a first or second. I think Chem's starting to fall apart a little. We're building a gap. They could also be managing tires. I don't know. I didn't really see what car they were in. I don't know how it does on tires, because their tires could be very shot right now. Chem is still going to be staying in that about 1.5 to 2 second range, though. There's a chance they just wanted to fall back so they were getting a little less dirty air and they could preserve their tires a little bit better. We're gonna see how the tires perform on this next lap. We might end up pitting end of lap 7. Yeah, I think we will. Ooh. Yeah, wow, Nielsen was actually on the softs. So I'm gonna assume, so Chem is either going to be pitting with me or going for an overcut, but they should have a little worse tire wear than me, considering they've been in dirty air. And so if they either come in with me or they go for the overcut, I think either way, either one that they do, I think obviously if they come in with me, we'll hold our lead. I think if they go for the overcut, they're actually going to lose even more time. So I could probably guarantee fresher mediums are going to be a lot faster than these used softs. I love how the BMW sounds in low gear or low RPM. It just really kind of rumbles, and I really like that sound. Yeah, it looks like Chem is going to be pitting with me. Alright, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, we need 5 laps worth of fuel. We'll fuel for 5 point. We'll fuel for 6, just to kind of make sure that we have enough, and then it'll also help weigh the car down a little more through the turns. Or fuel 5.5 actually. Never mind, 5.9, that's good. It's actually somewhat interesting to me. Phil actually pitted pretty late on the, considering he started on mediums. I don't know if Chem overfueled, but somehow we got an extra like 4 seconds. But either way, especially now that we have about a 7-second gap, we should just be able to bring the car home and get a victory under its belt. So drive it safe. Obviously, Chem is a fast racer, so we can't just leisurely walk at home. We still have to, you know, I'd say a nice pace jog at home. But we don't have to sprint, you know. We have some leeway. And I also don't want to over push it. You know, if we spin out, it's really going to be bad. So our neighbor still is yet to pit. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what their strategy is really. I'm assuming they're on mediums. I wouldn't think they brought softs this far into the race. Yeah, so like I said, I think Chem, I don't know what happened to Chem, but now Jim is going to be in front of Chem. So I don't know if Chem had a little bit of a moment, or, you know, slow pit stop, over fueled, or they messed up on the entrance, I don't know. But whatever happened, we're in pretty good shape. Be going on to lap 10 here, so we have 3 laps. Alright, neighbor actually pretty much just ran the car till the end of the fuel tank, so we should be able to get this overtake, and then we'll be back on pole position. We just have to bring the car in. It was a little sketchy there. That's definitely not where I want to place the car. I think Jim got a bad exit out of this final turn. He got the gap to 6.6, and now we're back up to about 6.8 after that final turn. Wow, I don't know what happened, but Plankton is now up into third. Saw a movement on the leaderboard. Unfortunate. I'm assuming Roman got punted. Or Ronan got punted. Pretty sad to see, you know, lap 11. Alright, so Jim is now closing the gap pretty well. He got it to 5.5. And wow, yeah, 40.2. My assumption is that Ronan's actually on soft tires right now. But I think we still should be looking pretty good. Because they only have about a second or so each lap. And including this one, about 1.5 laps left, so I think the gap will probably drop to about 3 seconds by the end of the race, but we should still come away with the race win. So some drama going on in the chat. Not too sure what's happening. Alright, so we still have over a 5-second lead now. Going into the final lap. Alright, there we go. So, we're gonna get the win. Pretty dominant win as well. We're gonna get it by about 4.5 seconds. Very, very good race. It was a fun one. That was very fun, actually. I'm very happy to see that we did end up coming home with the win. Hopefully we can get another good performance in Bathurst as well as Daytona. Obviously, it'll be a little harder lobbies, of course, but yeah, like I said, a little bit harder. A little harder, obviously. Qualifying is going to matter a lot for those races, at least at Bathurst, you know. It's a very hard track to overtake, so, where did our neighbor finish? Okay. Jeez, I gotta stop murdering the mic stand. I know how it sounds on stream, but that's probably very loud. Trying to think, is Let's get into the next one. So, once again, we are going to need to definitely qualify high up. I do decent at Bathurst, so we're just going to hope that I can keep it consistent over 9 laps. Oops. What am I doing? Alright. So, we're definitely going to need a top 3 qualify because overtaking is just about impossible on this track. So, if we don't get a good qualifying, we're pretty much going to be done for the entire race. Steven, welcome in, mate. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing today? I'm doing very good. I got the P1 on the last race, so you know, I'm decent here at Bathurst, so I'm just gonna hope I can carry my momentum over and at least get another podium for this one. I don't know if you already have, Steven, but if you've checked your YouTube notifications, I think there's like 8 or 9 people live right now streaming this, so if you haven't already, go ahead and hang out with some of the other people and, you know, like their streams, so show them some support. Oh, it's not good. Obviously, we messed up on the downhill part, so with a good lap, hopefully we'll be able to go into the 205s. Got a slight toe from Sammy Epic. Two purple sectors. This is looking like a pretty good lap. Kind of messed up that final turn there, leading onto the straight. We should be able to get a 205 though at least. So that's what we're looking for. Alright, 3 purples now. I think that's purple every sector so far. I just love the sound of this car. Alright, we screwed it up. I do that every single time on a fast lap here. Always messed up the final turn. Alright, so we're on good pace though. That's good to see. We should be on pace for a second. And that does put me into the top 3 requirement that I'd like. Alright, we have to follow Phil. I don't know if we have a tow or not, but we're not going to try and follow him. Thank you, Phil. I don't know. I think he's kind of just ooh, very loose. Graze of the wall. Let's just get a good run in qualifying. That's all we need. We're just going to do TC1, that way we can confirm that we'll at least be able to get 1 qualifying lap in. Now, Kem was faster than me, or we're about the same pace, so I'm perfectly fine following within about a second of him. It'll give me some dirty air, but, you know, I'm not too worried about it. Give myself some space here. And yeah, let's go for a lap. Tires should be warmed up enough. Alright, so we're going to be able to get this lap in. And we'll go for the second flying lap, second and last. So, just going to hope we get it. This lap is going to be a good one. That way we're not fully pressured underlying for a second lap. Wow, a 2:05.1. That is unbelievable. I don't think I can compete with that at all. So I think Chem will definitely be taking pole position, I think. I think a 2:05.5 should put me pretty decent. Yeah, and Chem's going to back out of qualifying. That's a pretty smart move. I mean, he does not need to do a second lap at all. There's no reason for it. Might actually have slipped from Dana here. Come on, Dana, give me the toe. Wow. Wow, that's actually unbelievable. I think we were actually on pace for a 2:04. Wow. Oh, that sucks, actually. I mean, we still qualify second, but yeah, no, we definitely had the option or the ability to qualify on pole position again. Obviously, we can make this up in the race. You know, we still have 9 laps of pure racing ahead of us. So I can't get too mad. Obviously, we have 9 laps to be able to overtake Chem and get the pole position. Just unfortunate that we just missed out on getting probably what could have been a 2:04 or at least a competitive time, probably, which would have been a low 2:05. Probably it was in the range of like a 2:04.9 to a 2:05.1. So unfortunate, we just couldn't get it done. Very, very sad we couldn't get that done. Should be on soft. We're gonna go for another starting on soft, end on medium race. We should be pitting end of lap 6, I think. I don't remember too much. This is a little scary. Top 3, top 4 all of different cars, which means they're all somewhat similar, but that means different braking zones, different speeds on the straight, and different cornering abilities. So that's going to make it pretty hard to follow each other, closely at least. We'll see though. You know, hopefully it doesn't go too bad. Pretty good start. We just don't have this car isn't too fast off the line, so drop down into 4th. Side by side, we're going to be side by side with Plankton. We're going to have to take Plankton's toe instead of Ronan's, since I'm going to be a lot closer. Yeah, I think Dano is holding us up there. We definitely can go a lot faster. Sammy Epic's in a Huracan, which I have not driven at this track. I don't know how it does. Same with the Corvette. I'm actually kind of surprised the Corvette's good here. A little bit of a tap and he's gonna pull away. Oh, we're gonna tap the wall. It's gonna be so bad for our exit. I mean, we're gonna be close enough to the point where Sammy Epic won't get a tow, but still. We'd probably be a lot closer to Plankton's bumper right now. Okay. We almost kind of floated ourselves into Ronan's quarter panel. I don't want to do that, obviously. Slight tap. Alright, Sammy Epic's gonna fall behind. Jim is now gonna be behind me, Jay Rizzio. Obviously, Chem is just dominating up in first. Like I said, this is a very good track to get pole on because, you know, because everything's so close and everything's walled in. You pretty much just have to go single file for the entire first lap. which is just going to cause everyone to spread out and first to just pull away a lot. I do think we have a better pace than both these vets, so we're going to try and go for an overtake pretty shortly here. There's also a good chance they're just on medium tires. That was a very good slingshot. We're gonna get the move done. Alright, we're gonna get a fastest lap by like 5/10. Obviously, partially helped by the fact we got a very big toe from Ronan. I don't think Ronan will be close enough to attempt to make a move into T2. He's pulling up, actually. I think we both know going side by side into that turn is just a horrible idea, though, so. Ronan left. I wonder what happened. I thought I saw something happen on the leaderboard to the left, so I gave it a quick peek, but I didn't see anything change. I was wondering what happened. Chem's gonna spin, which means I'm now with Plankton. I'm gonna be fighting for P1 now. So he's gonna give me the left turn signal, which should mean he's gonna stay on the left. He's gonna defend the inside line. We have a 4-second gap. I actually do think we can just stick together. I see no reason in fighting. You know, I don't know if Plankton is on soft tires. So he's going to run wide though, so we will be in pole position with a pretty good lead. That's going to be very good as well for my tires. I will say that I think the more I use this car, the more I'm starting to like it. I really like how it handles. I really like how it sounds. I really do like the car. So this might actually turn into my main, especially because I really like the livery I made for it as well. Will it get a livery update at one point? Who knows? You know, I don't know. Also seems to be a pretty fast car at, you know, a lot of tracks. And I know for a fact it's not the driver, because I know Plankton, Rizia, I mean, they're all way faster than me. this lap. Might be able to dip into the 204s. And maybe Chem just isn't feeling it, because that's a somewhat early pit, I'd say, on softs. That car also might not be good on tire wear, I'm not sure. We'll pit end of lap 6, I think, for mediums. Honestly, we might be able to just run it till the tank's empty though, because I mean, we're on pretty good pace here. We're not really slowing down at all. I think we will go end of lap 6 though. Yeah, so Plankton was indeed on soft tires. And now that I know that, it makes me feel pretty good about how I've been performing. Oh, Chem left as well. That's unfortunate. His car probably isn't handling too well, or it's a controller issue. Car is getting light. I'd like to put some fuel in it. It's getting pretty squirmy now that it's light. Yeah, so we're 7/10 down. So these soft tires or the fuel, whatever it is, very degrading. Here, we're just gonna have to hope that Plankton had a pretty bad outlap on those mediums, so that we're able to stay ahead of him. Yeah, we also we did run it so we were out of fuel, like I said I'd like to. Such an interesting pit. Alright, so we'll put 3.9 laps of fuel in. Wow, Phil did a pretty long stint on mediums. Like I said, 3.9 is what we're going to look for. 3.9. Ooh, alright, we're coming out behind Plank. No, we're coming out ahead. Oh yeah, look, this is looking very good then. Sammy Epic has yet to pit, I believe. So obviously we're going to be on relatively cold tires, so have to get them warmed up. Track is starting to get shady though, which we're going to drop track temps. It's not going to be too easy to warm up tires. As long as you don't get a penalty for that. I think something happened to Plankton. He's dropped a lot. I'm assuming Sammy's gonna pit here at the yes, there Sammy I think is gonna go into the pits. Wow, look at that. One fuel left. That's what you call strategy right there. Final lap already. So, alright, so Rizzio is now going to overtake Plankton. Or not, sorry, not Plankton. Rizzio is going to overtake Too Bad 22, move up into third place. And this is interesting. Same top three, 2 races in a row. Not the same order. Fuji, Rizzio was ahead of Plankton. They were, you know, however, either way, I mean, kind of showing the dominance here. Top 3, same people in the top 3 for back-to-back races. Pretty interesting. Obviously, Too Bad has the ability to take the position back from Rizzio, so you can't count anything out, of course. But Filmus is also in 5th. He's doing pretty well. Wow, another dominant win, you know. The M6 is just really proving itself in today's lobbies, so it's very good to see. Oh my, I did it again. So yeah, this time we had a 8.5 second run. Welcome in, RS. Thank you for that. Yeah, we got, I don't know if you were here, if you were watching anyone else's stream, we also got the win for the first race, so we're doing pretty well, I would say. Pretty happy with how we're doing so far. Yeah, we can, hopefully we just improve from here, and we might be able to get a 3rd win at Daytona, which would be super, super huge for me. It's just, today's just a league practice, so we're doing 3 races today, and we're starting the next one at like about 20 minutes or so probably, and that'll be the last one. Like 1 hour.
I see. Been looking for one to get in on. Going to start my own, but that's still a bit far off.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you want, I'd say if you go into Super Doofus's stream or someone else, I believe they will be starting an official league with 1 race a week. So.
Maybe I'll check. Good luck at Daytona. One of my favorites.
Alright, thank you, mate. Alright, so I'm not too good at Daytona, so we got a little practicing earlier today. We're probably just gonna look for a podium this one. I don't know if we'll be able to get a pole. Let's get in a race. Rip. Alright, so actually, you might be looking decent here with only 7 people. Maybe we can get the podium. I don't know why Phil told Jay Rizzio to set this one out, so I don't know who. It'll probably be me and Plankton, hopefully I can get into the top 3, but it'll probably be Plankton, hopefully me, and then shoot. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, let me get this. Either way. Yeah, we'll make sure to get that tagged up in the what, post-race post. Luckily, this track is pretty easy for overtakes, so I shouldn't worry too much about qualifying. Still looking for the top 3 qualifying, of course, but I really probably don't need to be any too high for this, since this track is pretty easily overtakes are pretty easy here. So really, as long as we're in like the front half of the grid, I'd say pretty happy. I don't know what I'm looking at. I was not paying attention there. Ooh. There's some stiff tire barriers. Alright, let's not do that in a race. Shoot. Okay. We're doing same strategy, start on soft, end on medium. And obviously I haven't practiced enough to know how long the tires last, so it kind of just lets me be able to maximize everything, maximize pace on the soft tires, and not accidentally go too long or too short on a medium stint. So I just prefer starting softs. Unless I know the strategy. Alright. Let's go. Once again, we're gonna look for a top 3 here. If we can get 2 poles and another in a top 3, I mean that's gonna be it's gonna be super good for me. Yeah, there we go. We always go 1 TC for limited time qualifying, that we can make sure that we get, at least 1 lap. Helps me just be kind of safe on the track. Alright, Plankton's behind me. He's definitely faster than me at this track, so that might be a little rough. I can hear the scream of that vet. It really is just pure American muscle from that thing. Yeah, so we're going pretty slow. So I don't know what he's doing. I thought he wanted to go in front of me. It's gonna really hurt my lap time there, though. So we might just have to fight from a little farther back, and nothing necessarily is wrong with that. Just not really shoots. Oh, I can't believe we did that. Yeah, unfortunate. We're just gonna have to fight through it. Yeah, it's okay. We'll do it. Yeah, sorry, I kind of cut my mic out, but yeah, it's fine. We're just gonna fight through it. I didn't know if you could change cars. I would have switched to the Viper if I knew you could, but I thought it was you had to use the same car the whole way through. But you know, that's a-okay. You know, that's perfectly fine. I don't care. But yeah, we will be fighting from the back, sadly. Yeah, let's see where everyone goes. Alright, Nielsen's gonna go in front of me. I don't know, is Rizzio? I think Rizzio's. Let's see. I don't know if Rizzio's gonna get his lap in. If he does, he probably will go in front of me. Or in front of Plankton, I don't really know. Alright, yeah, so that's not gonna... Alright, so this is gonna be pretty interesting. So the top 3 from the last 2 races are now 6th, 7th, and 8th. Oh, it's gonna be a little interesting here. Hopefully we can fight our way to the top and at least hopefully all of us can get a top 5 at least. Wow, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out too well. I mean, Dano was over a second faster than everyone else. I definitely should have switched to the Viper if I knew that was allowed. I would have. But yeah, we can fight through this with the M6. Yeah, Phil's sitting this one out. Phil's sitting this one out. So Phil gets to spectate. Who knows how this will go. Luckily, I'm faster than Plankton and Rizio. I don't know if that will translate into the race or not, but it seems like I'm on the same pace as RSR neighbor in third, though. So if I might have a chance of fighting my way up there and getting a podium. We'll see. Obviously, I would like to get 2 poles in a third or a second or a fourth. I'm really just aiming for the top 5 this race. That's pretty much my main goal. Should be, yeah, mic's clear. Should be clear. Is someone watching, actually? No, okay, good. I was... I don't know how loud that is on stream. Wow, what a start from Rizio. Just gonna see how turn 1 goes. I don't know what happened to RSR neighbor. He was in third and now he's back here. Jeez, oof. A little rough. It's okay though. And we're still with the pack. As far as I figured, Dano is just dominating out front. Ooh, light tap onto Sammy. Oh, jeez, Sammy kind of turned in on me there. He didn't close the gap fast enough. Yeah, no one's behind. Or no, yeah, RSR neighbor is behind me. We're gonna drop back. Yeah, we need a bump draft. Way too early in the race to start fighting. Ooh. I mean, it was a little sketchy. We did get it pulled. We did get the move done on the inside. Okay, Chem's a little wobbly. We're just gonna kind of show ourselves on the outside. We're not gonna go for a move. I don't even think the move is on, but you never know, I guess. Now we're gonna be able to get the overtake done on that turn. Chem falls back. I don't know what happened. We're now in the top 5 though. And Sammy might be able to get the slipstream. We're not gonna have Plankton slipstream, unfortunately. Took the chicane pretty well. And yeah, we're gonna pull away from Sammy. Plankton, still losing time to, but he's in the slipstream, I believe, of Dano. So I'm not too worried. And is that, yeah, it's Plankton who had a penalty. Serving it, we're gonna be able to get a lot closer to him now. Yeah, Plankton also has a lot, he has a much faster car on the straights. Plankton gets another 0.5 penalty. We're going to be able to catch up. Oof, we almost floated directly into Plankton's quarter panel. Oh, Rizio went off. It's unfortunate. This car is just so much slower on the straights. My tires are looking okay. We can probably bring this in end of lap 7. Oh wow, Plankton got another penalty. We might not even make it to end of lap 7 actually. We have to pit. We have to pit for fuel. I don't think we cut the chicane. We'll see. Yeah, we did. At least it thinks we did. Plankton doesn't get a penalty. So yeah, he'll just be able to overtake me. I'm just gonna go in actually. We had the penalty, so there's no point in staying out. Alright, we need 5 laps of fuel. We fuel for 5.9. Wait. What happened to Too Bad 22? I mean, he wasn't... I thought he was leading the race, and I wasn't that close to him. Unless he refueled more. Wow, where? I wonder where I'm cutting it. Well, me and Sammy are pretty much coming out at the exact same time. I should be able to get a better lap than him. He's gonna be on cold tires. Okay, he's gonna go for the move up the inside. Okay, so I'm gonna let it happen. I'll be able to get slipstream on the straight. Was a pretty, I mean, that was, you don't typically want to go for the move there, so, I don't know. We made it work, though. You know, Sammy let it happen. Obviously, he's faster, so he'll be able to get it back anyway. Phil, welcome in, mate. Thanks for stopping by. I would have liked to stay behind him. We'll defend into the chicane now. Very big moment. Again, we're just gonna let Sammy go in front, and we're gonna repeat what I did on lap 8. We're gonna get the slipstream. We're going for the move into the bus stop. So obviously it's very unsafe and not the most, and a pretty frowned upon move, overtake, whatever you want to call it. We're still gonna go for it though. I actually got a really good slingshot there. Uh-oh. No, I don't think we cut it. We should be all good. Typically, you want a little bit better of an exit That way you can kind of keep them away. That T1. Sammy's still gonna be there though. Final lap. This will be a pretty good end. Hopefully we can actually finish with the podium. I think we started 7th, I believe. This is a very scary turn to go side by side in. I think Sammy's gonna try and do what I did. He's gonna go for, ooh, okay. I didn't think he'd go that late on the brakes. And he's gonna have the inside line for, inside line for the chicane now. Should be clear. We're gonna merge into his lane. We're not going to be close enough to go for the move. Oh shoot, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Wow, we're going to lose the podium, but it's okay. That was a great race. Yeah, super fun one. Unfortunately, we couldn't take home the podium on the last race of the day. Phil, is Sammy epic? Is he in your chat? I have to apologize for all these moves I've made on him in the chicane. Because those are like the worst moves you can do on this track. I'd rather go find what chat he's in and apologize. Oh, you are? Shoot. I'll just apologize in the game chat. There it is.
GG, well done.
Thank you, Phil. Who won that? Oh, you left.
I guess I need to practice for the next one. Grinning face with sweat.
Yeah. I don't know. I was planning on doing some more. I actually didn't do too much. If I'm gonna be honest, Redeemed hosted practice lobbies last night. That's like all the practice I got. It was quite literally, it was just one full race at, I was only available for Fuji and Bathurst. That's all the practice I got. I didn't get my practice at Daytona. Alright, actually, I need to figure out, where did I, Phil, you were spectating, do you know where I, started? I think I started 7th, but I don't remember. I'm so hot. I mean, probably what, 3 hours? 3 hours in a bucket seat race. Okay. Phil, do you know how Redeem did? I'm gonna go pop into his chat. Oh wait, I don't know where that mic. Oh, you guys don't get stream audio in the mic. Oops.
Hey Rocco, sorry PS chat wasn't working, but that was an awesome race. If hadn't gone midline defensive on that last lap you would have won.
Oh no, man. I kind of messed up actually on the final lap. I don't know. It was I was too close to you. I wasn't able. I would have been able to get the overtake done, but I was right on your bumper, so I couldn't get a slingshot to go in the to go into the chicane. And if I braked any later than I did, I would have murdered you. So I didn't want to do that.
You had much faster straight line speed.
I feel like that was only because I was in the slipstream though. I think like whenever I was out of your slipstream and you were just ahead of me, you were a lot faster. If I knew if I knew you were allowed to switch cars, I probably would have gone the Viper for that race. I probably could have done a little better, but you know, I'm glad I stuck with the M6 and
It was a fun race though.
It was, yeah, it was a good race, mate. It was a fun one. Yeah, Plankton, I don't know what happened to him. He kept getting the penalties. Alright, mate. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get off the stream. I'm gonna eat lunch and then actually Phil's stream is 2 to 3. Never mind, guys. I don't think maybe I won't be streaming tonight. I was gonna stream some EAWRC, but Phil's streaming in 30, and then Formula Drift is on at 3. So yeah, I probably won't have time to stream. So maybe tomorrow will be EAWRC then. I'll get that up tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's stream. Oh, you aren't, Phil? Either way, I still probably won't be streaming. Okay, Phil. Yeah, I mean, you do need a break, Phil. Rest up, mate. But, yeah, I think either way. Alright, wow. I think we put like 400, no. Okay, Phil. How many miles? I think I got like 200 miles on the car today. Get an oil change? No, only 150. But yeah, so probably tomorrow we'll do a longer stream, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours then. Maybe longer, and we're just gonna...
Well done, Sammy and Rocco, you guys did fantastic.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
I was horrible, lol.
Phil, didn't you get, like, P5 at Bathurst? I think you did pretty well at Bathurst. I wasn't really looking at the leaderboard. I will say though, I'm so happy that I'm not a big streamer, because honestly, Phil, hop into Red's, because Red did a lot of practice lobbies. I did one of them, and that was all the practice I needed. But yeah, if I had to talk to chat the whole time, that would have been rough. I'm not gonna lie. I had to focus up so much. Yeah, Phil. But yeah. So I don't know. Phil, is Ghost Viper streaming today? Let me check. He only schedules his stream 30 minutes beforehand, so I don't know.
Oh well, next time if no races I probably won't be doing it, huh?
Yeah, Phil, makes sense. Yeah, I'm good at Fuji and Bathurst, so I figured, well, you know, why not? I might as well stick with it. Yeah, Phil, that's what I mean. You're busy. I have a lot of time to practice. So I got some practice done, obviously, and you know, I didn't do too much, but it still paid off. You know, I think I probably only did 2 hours to 3 hours of practice. So honestly, Phil, if you knew what the strategies were, you probably would have done a lot better. Cause you did long stints on mediums both times. Yeah, I'm like, jeez, I gotta. Yeah, but yeah, Phil, I'll see you soon. Probably in someone's stream, I'd assume. But yeah, I'm gonna end it for today, and yeah, probably like I said, tomorrow we'll get a longer stream. I'll probably do EAWRC since I'm not feeling opens or anything. Yeah, Phil, that's what I didn't have to battle too much other than with. Yeah, Phil, take care, mate. But yeah, like I said, probably a longer stream tomorrow for EAWRC. We're gonna get a career, probably do career mode. We're gonna get the H pattern shifter set up, and yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing that probably. And then that's probably what I'll be doing. And yeah, I'll take care of everybody. Like I said, anyone who's here now or is here earlier, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for dropping a like and everything. Yeah, take care, everybody. Have a good one. And yeah, get some rest for the next time we do the JCCR lobbies.